Okay, so the hair we'll be using in today's tutorial is from House of Bundles, and this is their Platinum Blonde, which is 613 hair. I have 3 bundles of, I believe, 20 inches, and this is just a look at the hair really quick. And it was really soft. Everything was good with the wefting. The ends were clipped. It was very even. And now I'm going to show you a quick clip of what the wefting looked like up close. So as you can see, it's very, very neat. And now we're going to take a look at the frontal that I got to match. And as you can see, the frontal looks pretty good. I feel like it was pre-plucked, so I won't have to do too much work when I make my wig. So I was very excited about that. Matches the hair perfectly as well. So now we're going to get into it. I made the wig, and today we're going to be coloring this hair red. I've been wanting to do red for forever. Okay, so I just did a braid going across for a section just off the frontal part. Okay, so that's that braid in the front, and we're going to focus on the back first. And again, we're going to move in sections. So I'm going to start with the right side, and to do so, I'm now going to clip the left side up so that it is out of my way. The hair is very thick because I wound up using 3.5 bundles rather than the just 3 bundles. So the hair is pretty thick, so I'm going to have to move in sections. Normally when I'm doing something like this, I would color the bundles before I make the wig, but just for tutorial's sake, I decided to make the wig first and then show you how I color it, because I thought it would be just a little easier as far as making a video for the wig to be made already. So yeah, now that that part is clipped up, now we're going to work in sections. I'm going to start from the bottom up, and that's just how I like to work. To me, it just makes everything easier and quicker. And look at my sewing, y'all. If y'all want a vanity wig done, definitely hit me up. This is what you get, quality wigs. Okay, so as far as the colors I used the Adore. I used 2 of the Adore 69 Wild Cherries, 1 Adore 70 Raging Red, and 2 Adore 71 an Intense Red. Okay, and I used this many. I used all of it, and I used that many because again I had about 4 bundles, like 3.5 bundles, and the frontal, so it's quite a bit of hair, plus the hair is long. Okay, so you can just do it according to how many bundles you have. I think 1 bottle per bundle, but that's my mixture. Okay, so now I mixed it all in one bowl, and now I'm just applying it starting from the top, which is basically the wefting. I start from the wefting and I'm working my way down. If you're scared of not being able to apply it everywhere, I would definitely recommend that you do smaller sections. But yeah, if you do sections like this, I would definitely recommend that you take your time and just make sure everything is covered. Okay, because you don't want any blonde peeking out anywhere. Okay, it's fine if it's on the weft part, just a little bit, because it's not showing at the bottom. But yeah, I kind of just wanted every single piece of it to be red, so I tried to go as slow as possible. This literally took me 2 hours, but of course I'm going to condense the video so that you don't have to watch all of that. I'm just going to show you sections. I'm going to speed it up as well as just give you further information on the steps I took. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I start from the root and then I work it all the way to the ends of the hair, and then I go through and just make sure it is on every single strand. Okay, like I said, take your time. You don't have to be in a rush. You would rather have a great job than an okay job where you have to go back in and just redo parts. So do it right the first time and you don't have to do it again. Okay, as you can see, we're just doing sections. We're going row by row. I'm taking about, I want to say, half of 3 wefts, basically going across, and I'm just working on it like that. in sections so that I could get every single piece, and then I'm going back in and making sure that everything is colored, because I do see like wherever there are like pinkish spots, I know that maybe some blonde is peeking through because it looks a little, you know, different. So that's where I go back in with a little bit more color. But you don't want to put too much because you don't want to risk not having enough when you get to the top and to the frontal. Definitely use gloves because this will be all over your hands and it will be so hard to get out, I promise you. Okay, so now I'm going a little closer so that you can see it, you know, just a little better. And I do the top and the bottom of the weft. You want to get everywhere. You don't want to just go on the top because there's a possibility that the bottom is not getting the color. Okay, you want it to be saturated in that color. That way everything looks cohesive when you are done and the hair is dried. So again, just go in between that hair, lift it up. If you got to take a comb and comb through, do that. Just do whatever works for you. I also use my hands. That's why you see it all over the glove. So that's why I would definitely recommend that you wear gloves, because it just makes it a whole lot easier. You're able to do a little bit more, and that's okay if it gets on those strands on the sides because they're all going to be colored the same red color. Okay, so now we're at the top of this half of the back, and we're going to start with the bottom of the other side. I won't be showing you this whole entire section because it is basically repetitive of what I did on the last section. So I'm just showing you just small caps of basically me just putting that color on the hair. Okay, the most important part of this whole process, in my opinion, is that frontal, because you know a lot of people are scared to get that color on the lace. So I'm gonna definitely show you this part a little more in depth. So I'm gonna slow it down and put it in real time. First, you know, I sectioned that part off. So now I'm gonna add the T-combs in it just to make sure it is secure to the wig head, so that it doesn't move while I'm trying to color the hair. I'm taking that braid out, and now we're gonna part the smallest sections. Okay, and we're going to start from that root and work that color down. Okay, you want to go on the top and the bottom. So I'm starting from the bottom because that's where the hair starts. Okay, and then we're going to section it very, very small. We're going to go down and add that color to the top of that part and then to the bottom of the other part. Okay, so you're going to go top, bottom. We're starting with the root for a few sections. Okay, and this is a very tedious job right here, very time consuming as well, but you don't want to, you know, apply it sloppily and have it all over the lace. Like, you're gonna have it on the lace, so don't be afraid of that, and don't be, you know, going crazy over it. It's not going to matter too much. Well, with this color, in my opinion, it didn't. I had it on the lace and it wasn't too bad underneath. Okay, I didn't have much of an issue. So yeah, like I said, we're going to apply it to the roots, and when I get a big enough sections, that's when I will go back in and I will start applying it to the rest of the hair. But I want to make sure I get it as close to the lace as possible, because I just don't want, you know, the blonde to show when I'm parting the hair. To me, that's not gonna look right. So I went as close to the root as possible, and I didn't like stress myself out about whether or not it was on the lace. Like, I'll deal with that later. But yeah, take your time on this part. I think this is the most important part in my opinion. Like, I'm being careful, but I'm not driving myself crazy. And as you can see right there, you can see how it's going to look when it's parted, and it looks really, really good. Like, I mean, it just looks beautiful. And I'm basically repeating the steps, okay? just going to keep doing that. And again, we're taking those small sections. So let's go ahead and get it out the way. If you've gotten this far in the video, please don't forget to thumbs this video up, comment, and subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're notified whenever I have new uploads. I have all types of things on my channel, from high end to low end, to makeup, to hair, to tutorials, to reviews. I mean, we have fashion as well, so definitely subscribe, okay? So like I said, we're just now applying the color to the strands now, to the rest of the hair. And I did that, I did half of the head. Well, I did half of the lace, okay? So the other half, I'm going to do it the same exact way. And this is the part where you want to be tedious as well, because again, you don't want those blonde streaks poking out, okay? I'm basically repeating the steps on the other side of the head. And when you go to wash this hair, I would not recommend that you wash it, okay? This is a rinse, so every time you wash this hair or wet the hair, this color is going to come out. It is not permanent. So I would recommend that you just rinse the hair out in like a cool setting or a room temperature setting, but not hot, because hot takes it all the way out. And then go in with some conditioner. This is the conditioner that I use. And after you do that, you just rinse it out. You want to add that conditioner because the hair does start to have like kind of like a brittle, more harsh texture after you rinse the color out. But I let the color sit in for all night basically, and then I just rinsed it out in the morning. And these were my results. So this is the hair after it was blow dried, and this is how it looked. So bouncy, so soft. After I curled it, it was just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so my next video on this hair is definitely going to be me just telling you about the hair, some a wig glue that I use to apply the lace, just more information. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.